What's up, everybody? It is your girl Papilona here, coming to you with another video. Okay, so as y'all can see from the title above, you already know who we're doing a reading for. However, I don't. Okay, and there's only so many of y'all left. So what I've been doing is I get on here, I roll the dice, and that lets me know what zodiac I'll be reading for. Anything that repeats itself plays a part in the energy that I'll be picking up on for you. Okay, so let's see. Oh, damn, I keep getting the North Node. I keep getting the North Node. So you guys could be really trying to tap in with purpose. Tap in with a new direction. Tap in with new skill sets, okay? In order to move ahead in a, like I said, new direction. Who do we need to be doing next? I'm not gonna play. Why is that the North Node again? I'm gonna keep going. Girl, bro, it's the North Node again. Let me get another dice. Let me get another dice. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was insanity. Is this Sagittarius? No, that's Capricorn. Okay, so y'all, and it's so funny because I almost want to use Capricorn's, who is that over there? I almost want to use Capricorn's cards for y'all. Let me see who y'all are. Aquarius. I'm scared. Why did the North Node come up so much for you, Aquarius? So yeah, I want you guys to look into the North Node. That is playing out very heavily for you in the month of July 2025, friend. Okay, this is major. It's major. So like, okay, Aquarius, I don't know, I'm a little flabbergasted. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. Let's go ahead and tap in. 222 on the clock. Uh-oh, is this reading for me? I'm an Aquarius, y'all. Sun and Moon, if we're talking about Western. So let me pause this. I'm gonna figure out what deck I want to use and then we'll get started. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. Okay, so as I was shuffling the cards, there were some channel messages that I was getting. Some of you guys are playing cleanup, maybe with your image or with something you're trying to clean it up. I also was getting that y'all could definitely be drawn to Capricorn's reading. There is definitely boss energy here, but there's fear. So there could be some fear that you're experiencing when it comes to your talents, your gifts, your path. I really feel like you guys are walking in your purpose, or there's going to be a jumpstart destined event that puts you in alignment with it. There's something here where it's like, oh yeah, we're about to get it started, Aquarius. And I feel like some of you guys are like, damn, am I the good pick for this, or am I the right pick for this? I don't know. There's some type of insecurity and we're gonna have to talk about it. All right. What else I was seeing? And it's funny because I feel tired in you guys' energy. So there could be like a need to rest a little bit more. 1 on the clock. Be mindful of where your energy goes. Make sure you're getting rest. But also, I feel like I'm getting this quiet energy. Maybe being by the ocean might be very relaxing for you guys. Maybe even going to sleep with like an ocean meditation type lullaby would be good for you guys. There's something here about calming the mind, meditation, getting back into that, maybe even yoga. I'm not gonna lie though, Aquarius, some of you guys are gonna be cutting off certain friendships so that you can focus, certain relationships so that you can focus on status, on becoming a guru, a teacher, on elevating. Some of you guys are going back to school and there's like a level of, I have to kind of put my social group or social life on the back burner, okay? But regardless of the fact, because I don't like how my energy is kind of getting drained right now. So let's see. can I please have a shadow message? What's a message or something that Aquarius will be working through, or they're being asked to work through for the month of July 2025, or the month ahead? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. Shadow message. Okay. Ooh, yep. There it is. Self-love. Okay, so there could be some issues with confidence, issues with self-esteem. There could be a battle between fears. It's like your fears, your wants. It's like what you want and what you desire, and like how you want to put yourself out there. There could be some fear or even some insecurity surrounding that. All right. This could be self-expression. Like you guys are being asked to get comfortable in your self-expression. Y'all know I'm an Aquarius sun, so I feel like I could resonate with some of these messages. I just learned that I'm a Lilith, that my Lilith is in Cancer in the 8th house. I hope I'm saying that right. Some of you guys might also have that placement, or you're being asked to look at what your Lilith placement is. I feel like it could be in the 1st house, the 4th house, or like I said, it could be similar to mine's 333 on the clock. So let me go to the book. Let's see what the book is saying. Self-love. Number 41. 41. So, just vibe with me. Because for whatever reason, I feel like my energy just got snatched as soon as I tapped into y'all energy. So we always try to think so highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to self-love, many of us fall woefully short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, and battle through the all-consuming fires of self-doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside of each of us. Be aware of the small, insidious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self-assessment you had as a child. Ooh, this is hitting, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over here like, okay, yeah, this ain't for me. Da, 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 da. So I'm gonna be speaking to all of us. I'm not gonna lie. It says, maybe an ex-lover or a friend put a label on you that you've accepted. Damn, this is triggering. These self-judgments have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. Whew. I just heard my tide. Let me tell you. Yeah, so that is going to hit for somebody. There's a lot of unraveling what other people have put on you, their projections, their fears, their insecurities. You, just like myself, I feel like, let me just talk about myself for a second, because I feel like, sometimes I feel like when I'm just talking at y'all or talking to y'all, y'all might feel offended, but maybe if I throw myself in there, y'all will feel like, okay, it's not just me. Like, P's also, you know, she's checking herself too, you know? I feel like there's this energy here, or there's been times where, well, no, I do know. I know for a fact that there are certain projections that people have put on me that I carry with me to this day. Like, I have made it a part of my image. I have made it a part of my 1st house. I have made it a part of my DNA. And I am slowly but surely trying to unravel that, okay? I see these raindrops, so there's like a purification process happening with you guys. I see you really doing a deep dive with the emotions, really tapping in with the heart space. You know, you guys, like myself, could have been betrayed. I know at this time, in this season, I'm not gonna lie, Cancer season has me in a place where I'm like, like emotional. I feel good, but I'm emotional. Like, there is a lot of those things that I feel like I've suppressed coming up at this time, such as betrayals in relationships, betrayals with family, etc., etc. I say all this to say, so I am currently an EMDR, right? And it's so funny that this card came out, because in therapy, right, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I have a hard time talking about my trauma, especially if it's connected to people that are still in my life or that I love. Like, you know, like a parent, like my mom, maybe even some friends, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a friend that I have in my life who, there was a betrayal back in the day. And yeah, like, it's like all intertwined. When I get betrayed in life, it all connects back to the root, all right? So for some of you guys, you could be healing parental wounds, things of that nature, because I do see the sun and the moon as the mother and the father, you know, and then whatever else came after that, whatever else detrimental that may have happened in your life that reminds you of those connections. So I say all that to say, like, I remember talking to her, and it was like I was having such a hard time validating myself, and like I felt so guilty telling her what my point of view was on the traumatic incident, because I didn't want her, like, there was a level of, I want to validate myself, but I want to protect the person that I'm talking about. Like, I don't want you to think that they're a bad person. Like, you know how, like, if you talking about your mom or something, or your brother or whatever, you're like, I can talk about them, but you can't, you know what I mean? Or, I don't know, you guys could be like me, like, you put everybody else kind of before you, you know? Like, this, I don't want to be too triggering. Like, even when I got SA'd in the military, I remember one of the thoughts that I was thinking of, you know, being African American and him being African American. It's a longer story, but one of the leadership people that I had to tell about the situation, to make a long story short, I'm pretty sure, like, they definitely had some racist tendencies. Okay, let's just say that. Like, I don't even want to go into the story. Like, it was very blatant. So when I told them the situation, one of the first things they asked me about was, oh, were they black or were they white? Once they found out they were black, the person that did what they did to me, it's like this leadership person was like, it's like there was a level of excitement, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get, you know, like, we're gonna get them. And, you know, I love that. I love the fact that you want to support me. But now I'm wondering, like, are you doing this because you genuinely want to help me as your airman? Or is it because there's a level of wanting to spite the black man or wanting to go against the black man? Like, what is your true agenda? Okay, so I don't want to get into all of that. You know, all I'm saying is, when I say all of that, you see how, like, I should be worried about mainly how I feel, what happened to me in that moment, and how, you know, it affected me. But instead, I'm also worried about, like, even the person that did what they did to me. There's a level of fairness, justice that I feel like has to be in place in all situations, no matter if I'm the victim, not the victim. There's a level of fairness that has to be input, okay? You guys like to be fair, okay? You guys may put people above yourselves. And I feel like, I'm not saying that you guys have to walk away from that, but there is this energy. With the self-love card coming out, 4 + 1 = 5, I feel like we are being asked to validate ourselves without judgment. Let's see how we can do that, because I'm struggling with this message too, y'all. I am. So how can we achieve this self-love? How can we achieve this self-love? How can we achieve this self-love? 2 of Pentacles. How can we achieve this self-love? The High Priestess. The 3 of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Death card. Ooh. Okay. Some of you, real quick, somebody here, the same connections that may have caused this turmoil, you might still have them in your life right now, and that could be causing an issue. So if you know that you can cut these people off, or like you should cut these people off, I mean, there could be an energy or like a message of that, all right? But other than that, let me just look at this. You know what's funny? This feels very straightforward. It doesn't feel overly complicated. It feels like the best way for you to be in this self-love energy is to be in it. Okay? Don't avoid it. Don't try to throw yourself into work, 11:11 on the clock, and not sit with those emotions. Don't avoid crying. Don't avoid doing that deep dive with self. Like, don't avoid the shadow work. Okay? And I feel like there's this energy of like, don't, let me see, why is the 3 of Cups here? Why the 3 of Cups? Why the 3 of Cups? The Queen of Wands. There could be an avoidance. You know what's so funny? You're being asked to, one, sit with those emotions, but also there's a level of confidence that wants to be ignited within you, okay? This Queen of Wands energy. Some of you guys, it's time to sit with, you gotta sit with it, Aquarius. You have, whatever you guys have been through with this Death card, this 3 of Cups is giving me accomplishments. Like, you are a prize with this Queen of Wands. You are powerful. And I feel like recognizing this while also making sure not to avoid the emotions that come up during this time and validating that. And you know, if there's ever a moment where you need to take some time to yourself, take it. And don't feel guilty about it. If you need to talk to a guidance counselor, a specialist, a therapist, do that. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't feel comfortable talking about these things with your community, but there is someone here. I'm not gonna lie, it does seem like a therapist with this high priestess. This could be a priest, someone that you know could keep the secret, someone that's, no, it doesn't even seem like that. It feels like someone that's trained in a specific area that can help you. It does feel like a therapist, all right? With this Two of Pentacles, they want you to stop putting your emotions on the back burner. You have to fit them into the schedule, okay? If you notice that in work with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, if you notice that, because there's something about avoidance here, like even as I'm talking about it, there's this level of the more you keep trying to avoid this, throwing yourself into work, like we get it. We get wanting to throw yourself into work, but there's this vibe here with the Seven of Pentacles, like you're going to hit more roadblocks avoiding this. Okay, we will slow your money down. We will slow the progress down so that you can really take care of this self-love, emotional burden type, get back into your confidence type level up. Okay. So let me just pull another card. So what is their advice, main advice to combat this? Four of Pentacles. Main advice. Okay, you got to be stingy with your energy. And I think that's another thing. When I say that, like really vibe out with me. There's a lot of extension of grace to others. There's a lot of like, if someone's asking about you, you have to make sure to include someone else. Like, what's wrong with just saying, thank you, like, I appreciate you saying that? What's wrong with hyping yourself up, Aquarius? What's wrong with being stingy with your energy? What's wrong with saving your money? What's wrong with saying no sometimes? What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? What's wrong with taking a moment to yourself? What's wrong with having boundaries? Ooh, the King of Swords. Okay, yeah, better boundaries. I feel like, let me see, where are they overextending themselves, my Aquarius? Where are they overextending themselves? The Ace of Swords. You don't have to explain yourself, Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of new energy here in the Moon card. Let me sit with this. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You have so many new opportunities, new ventures. You're a boss. I see that. And then here we have this emotional baggage that's kind of just knocking at the back of those eyelids, wanting to be released, wanting to be let out, wanting to be acknowledged. So this, to me, it doesn't even have to be super complicated, Aquarius. This just feels like there's a level of, hey, we understand that you have a lot going on, but just make sure that you fit in some time. This to me is giving a lot of balance. Fit in time to sit with those emotions. Fit in time to acknowledge those emotions, okay? So what does that look like? Do you need to maybe, like I said, make a slot for some therapy? Do you need to do some journaling? How can you get that out? But just make sure that when you're getting it out, that you're being honest, that you're acknowledging things for what they are, and you're validating your feelings without guilt. Then there's also this other energy of being more exclusive with your time, with your, there's something about being more exclusive with your time, being more disciplined with your time, okay? Because the more discipline that you have with your routine, the easier it will be to juggle all these things that you're trying to do. Because I see some self-healing, some self-love. I see you wanting to celebrate, meet up with the right people. I see that here. This Three of Cups and this Queen of Wands. This is giving like, we outside tonight. Baddies, bitch, we outside tonight. This is giving very Oshun energy, mysterious, sexy, confident. A level up with the Death card, the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Almost looking unrecognizable. Some of you guys are trying to change your body. But I also see with this King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, there's like this discipline, this want to achieve something different, this want to start a new, fresh path, but needing to have discipline. That's literally what it feels like. There's discipline here. Needing to have discipline with routine. Like if you say you're going to fast, really do the fast. If you say you're not going to eat sweets no more, really do that. If you say you're going to have this time slot for this, let it be for that. And it's so crazy, you guys, because as I'm getting these messages out, I feel my energy coming back. So some of you guys, your energy could be getting snatched from you because there's just a lack of organization. And it's funny because as you guys are making time for everything, make sure the first thing that you make time for is self-care, and then let the other stuff be fit in however, okay? But the self-care has to be there. What should Aquarius avoid for the month of July 2025, or just the month ahead? What should they avoid? Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. The Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups. What you should avoid is avoiding your emotions. Like, stop demonizing your emotions, okay? Stop demonizing them. I also feel like if you guys are constantly looking back at an old lover, spying with the Page of Swords, inquiring, it's like a situation that, if we just be honest, like, you know you need to move forward from it. You know that it's kind of at a standstill. It's kind of worn out. This almost reminds me of a no contact situation where it's like you might know that you don't want to talk to that person. They're not reaching out to you, but there's a level of always kind of peeking in, trying to see what's going on. It's like, how is that serving you? You see what I'm saying? Like, that time could be used elsewhere. So there's something here about we could be using our time differently. We could actually be focusing on the things we love and also the things that love us, instead of feeding energy into stuff that's just not for us. Like immature shit. That's what it feels like, Aquarius. The Chariot. You guys are being asked to move forward. What are you scared of? What are you scared of, Aquarius? What are you scared of, Aquarius? What is my Aquarius scared of? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? There's something here, you're trying to find the answers, but it's like going back and forth with whatever that is not helping you. Yeah. Woo, this could definitely be for me, this part right here. You could be like me, friend. You're scared of that power. You're scared of the responsibility that comes with the level up. You're scared of your purpose. You're scared of it. Three of Swords. Some of you guys have a fear of failure or even a fear of success. I know for me, there's like a fear of success because of the pressure that comes with it. The, it's just, there's so much pressure. Like, and then you're under a microscope, and then like the more you rise up, it's like, y'all can deal with stuff that I've dealt with before. Like, the more I've risen up, it's like, it's made me a target in ways that I just was not ready for. I feel like it brought out the worst in people. Like, people got real snaky. I'm not saying that's going to happen with everybody, but you know, the Emperor do be having to watch their back a little bit, okay? So I just feel like, yeah. Some of you guys are scared because, you know, as you step into whatever this is for you, certain people have to go. Look at that. The Five of Wands, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, you guys. You're meant to be in this. You're meant to be the Emperor. That's the thing. What you're scared of is almost what you're meant to be. You're meant to be large and in charge. Yes, you're going to have haters, competitors, faulty ass people that come, you know, that let the mask fall off. But you are meant to be the Emperor. You can't run from this anymore. And the more you run from it, the more difficulties you are going to have. So let's see. For the month of July, what are the energies that are going to be playing out for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? The month of July 2025, the month ahead. Look at that. Solar plexus energy, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, number 37. That's also giving me the number 10. That confidence. Confidence, friend. Confidence. Look at this. An angel of strength. Woo! We're pushing through. There's a lot of willpower. Okay, so I'm going to go to the book because I feel like it is necessary just to give, you know, whoever is going to resonate with this a little bit more. So vibe with me. Both are upright. So we have the powerful archangel. Well, first of all, it says emotions of desire, life force energy. The powerful archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy, Aquarius. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Yes. Whew. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Yeah, I'm not worried, Aquarius. I worry because if you're feeling what I'm feeling right now, and I'm more so going off of personal feelings, but I mean, if by chance, because I am an Aquarius girl, I feel the pain. That is, this July, you're going to be unraveling that, friend, because it is holding you back. And it's almost like casting a shadow over your greatest abilities, and they're going to help you remove that. So I feel like with the advice that I gave already, just follow with that. And I'm going to give more advice as it comes, because there's just this level of like, if you do these small things, we're going to help you with the rest. Okay, but let me keep going with the angel of strength, honey. So the angel of strength, that's number 50. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. Some of you guys are definitely being asked to go on a fast or to give something up. I see that here. Upright. Personal power and inner strength. That is the month of July for us, okay? This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. I'm telling y'all, I really feel like y'all need to watch Capricorn's reading. For real. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. So you guys are really, really being led and asked to draw upon your strength at this time and to really push through. Let's see, what is their advice? What should their next steps be? What is their advice moving into July 2025 for my Aquarius? We have a creative endeavor. It's time to lock in with that creative project. Okay. It's time to take it to the next level. Why are we sitting on it? It's time to focus on peace. Instead of the drama, the chaos, it's time to focus on peace. And when I say that, that could even be like, what is going to bring you the most peace? Even if it feels uncomfortable, friend, because this mask has to drop. No more avoiding those emotions. No more. That is what's going to lead you to this great achievement. Like, getting rid of this emotional baggage is going to level you the fuck up. You probably don't even understand how that could play a part in your creative endeavor going to the next level, or how it could play a part in your inspiration, or how it could play a part in a better state of mind. But I'm telling you, it is. Okay? I do want to go to the book for the creative endeavor one. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Please don't tell me it's outside. I don't feel like going out there. Of course. 1 second. Just so fresh, so clean. Let's go clean. Just so fresh. So, oh shit, I almost fell off my chair. Okay, so we have the number 8, creative endeavor. You could be a life path 8, and it's an event. Okay, so you guys should really, on top of the other stuff that we talked about, so it's like self-love first. Second is like that creative endeavor, the business side of things. All right. Some of you guys could even channel some of the things that happen to you through your creative endeavor. Sorry, y'all hear Blisk, and then I'm just like, what's going on with her? Ain't nobody fresh as me. So fresh and so clean. And you know what else? I just felt like y'all needed like a pep talk. Because what's that song that be like, you can't help it that you popping and they stopping. You can't help it that you great and they're late. That's what keeps coming through. I don't know why. Okay. Why can't I find this? Da, 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 da. We are the champions. Okay. It says, a fiddle adorned with vines stands upright in the sand along with books, a camera, paintbrushes, and an artist's easel. A beautiful, vibrant river flows by, indicating that new inspiration is coming, Aquarius. This heralds a period of great creativity for you. If you've been thinking about a new creative project, it's time to get things going. And if you're already working on such project, this card is telling you to shift into high gear. The activities involved in this pursuit may be something personal, like taking up painting or learning how to play the piano. You may even decide to go to school to learn something new. Professional opportunities are also indicated. However, you may open... Oh, it says... I don't know why they wrote it like that. Anyway, you may open an art studio or even a bakery. There's also great potential in writing, publishing, theater, and music performance or composition. If these or other creative activities call to your heart, now is the time to take action. So in the month of July, like, time to take action. Set aside your doubts, share your talents with the world, and express your soul's desire. This card is singing your praises, and so should you. That is your advice. And for some reason, I'm debating, but I think I might read the peace card. Ugh. I might do it, friend. I might do it. You can't help it that you popping and they stopping. I can't remember the words. You can't help it that they... I was going to say, you can't help it that you ate and they late. Let me pause this real quick. Okay. So this says, gaining inner balance is a starting point to the peace and harmony you're trying to achieve in the world. That's giving me that Two of Pentacles. If you haven't already mastered this intention for tranquility, know that you are capable of doing so now. There's an inner strength that comes from such activities as meditation and deep breathing. Oh, such as meditation and deep breathing. So that needs to be brought into July. If you add healthy nutrition, regular exercise, and plenty of water to that regimen, you will achieve a personal balance that will then spread in every direction. I'm telling y'all, that's basically what I was trying to tell y'all when I was just talking about, like, some of y'all don't know how cleaning things up in that emotional way is gonna like spread out into other areas of your life. So maybe this is like a whole shift. And I get it, that could be overwhelming. But if we organize our time correctly, and I feel like I've already been doing it like it says, whether it's diet, exercise, on top of having a good spiritual regimen routine, like do it daily, it will become a routine and it will become so much easier. You just got to make it a part of your everyday. Anyway, the clarity that comes from peace of mind projects a vibrant light in the universe and brings a joyous harmony into all arenas of your life. So let me pull another card. Where are they headed? What's next for my Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. What's next for them? What's next for them? Look at this. That's insanity. Do y'all remember y'all first card with the Moon and the Sun? Bro, you're making it your bitch. It's somewhere underneath here. I don't know where it's at. I don't want to mess up this setup. But look at that. Movement into balance. I am going to mess it up though. And this was the bottom card. See how everything is kind of like spread up? And I don't know, it just feels more organized. You see how everything is in its specific place? It's not bleeding over. Like there's a level of balance. There's a level of tranquility. There's a level of natural flow. It gives me the Temperance card, okay? So let me read this. This is where you're headed. Number 1. That's giving me new beginnings. He was number 1. It says the sun balances the moon just as the earth. So really balancing the shadow and the light and coming to peace with that. So the sun balances the moon just as the earth. the water, and the sky remain in precious balance. So you are moving from unbalanced ideas and lifestyles into a more balanced way of being. A situation may call for some tweaking to adjust it into a balanced mode. Look at the energy and emotions you are putting out in the universe, your world, your relationships, or goals. Balance that with the energy you are allowing yourself to receive. The body inherently tries to maintain a state of balance, so do our souls. If you are not receiving enough, you may be unconsciously giving more to restore a perceived balanced state. You see how it's saying giving more? Step out of the automatic response to hurry up and just, give, fix. It doesn't say that, I said that. But anyway, it says step out of the automatic response and listen to your guides and your soul for what this situation truly warrants. Okay? Yeah, you guys show up for everybody else. Let's see. July for my Aquarius. What's next for my Aquarius? July 2025. What a month ahead. What's next for them? What's next for my Aquarius? The 5, it says delight and daring. Ooh, look at that snake, that eagle, and all them people. This is giving me like, this almost looks like the 5 of Wands in a way, but this also looks like a different card. I just can't remember. It almost looks like the World card. Girl, what I was about to say, you could be a fixed sign. Duh, Paige, duh. Anyway, let me see what this says, okay? Where is that book? You can't help it that you popping and they stopping. You can't help it that, I don't know why I keep getting stuck on that part. What do they say? You can't help it that they late and you ate, or that you ate and they late. Or that you great and they late. Someone could be from New Orleans here. I'm so mad. Why? Where's my book for this? Damn. I don't know where my book is. I'll be right back. My bad, y'all. I don't know where the book is, so I have to literally go online. And let me see what it say. I gotta find that. I'm an intuitive reader, so like a lot of books, I just like, I know I throw them in a bag and I just put them away. But now I've been trying to go back to them. So let me find this. And just focus your energy while I'm doing this. Oh, yeah. And I think that song is called That's a Them Problem. So, like, just remember that. That's a them problem. That's a them problem, Aquarius. So anyway, it says, the 5-line skink is an adrenaline junkie, the Evel Knievel of the lizard world. The speed demon flashes his bright blue tail, baiting hawks and snakes. Catch me if you can. Skink thrills. Ooh, or no, it doesn't say that. I'm getting excited. Skink trails diving into a crevice. Skink knows he's super fast, but that's not why he baits the big boys. His superpower is beyond speed. Skink can lose his tail and live. So he flicks it around like a bright blue flag and then scurries for the shadows, cackling as he goes. Skink reminds you to delight and daring. Yeah, it's time to have some audacity. That to really live, you have to be willing to risk your tail. The ritual is to release regret. 20 years from now, you will probably be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did do. Looking back on your life, what have you left undone? What regrets do you have for missed opportunities? Exactly. They don't want you to be in that energy anymore, Aquarius. They're like, this is the time to capitalize and move forward. Whether it's a trip you didn't take, a job you turned down, or a friend you didn't make time for, understanding your regrets helps you to make different choices moving forward. So list your regrets, go back year by year, use the calendar so you can be precise. Definitely watch Capricorn's reading. Once you have a list, take it one step further. Sit with each regret and ask if you still have sadness or grief around this moment. If you don't, and if you feel complete, let it go. But if there's still an emotional pull, take time to understand why. Was it a missed opportunity for personal growth? Was it a crossroads in your life where you feel like you chose the wrong road? Understanding your regrets helps you to understand your own choices and allows you to make different ones in the future. And this could be for regret. This can also just be for emotional baggage, period. I'm going to use that. We also have the reflection. So reflection-wise, it says regret is often linked. It says growing through loss. My bad. Growing through loss. Regret is often linked to the times you didn't dare, the opportunities you missed because you were too scared of what you might lose or have to give up. Skink knows that when he loses his tail, a new one will grow in its place. When this motherfucker lose that blue part, it's gonna come back. When you lose, you gonna win again, Aquarius. Okay, you always gonna come out on top. All right. This is one of life's greatest secrets. When you lose something, you are inadvertently creating room for something new to grow. You've probably already experienced this in your own life. Think about the things you've lost: people, jobs, homes, etc. Loss breaks your heart, but it also shows your strength, and that's where the growth comes. Well, this is beautiful. I haven't used this deck in so long. Anyway, what have you learned about yourself through loss? What new, these are the questions to ask yourself. What have you learned about yourself through loss? What new growth has come because you've lost your metaphoric tail? It says, when your cup is empty, Aquarius, you do not mourn what is gone, because if you do, you will miss the opportunity to fill it again. Woo! Too much crying over the past, not enough moving forward. Kind of. Okay, so let me pull you guys an advice card on my camera dots. Oh, you can't help it that you popping and they stopping. I feel my energy coming back. Literally. Okay, so messages from my Aquarius. One message, please. Advice. I think I'm going to pull from this one and my other deck. So just sit tight. Look at that. We have number 26. Transform. That's giving Phoenix energy. And it says transform your motherfucking life. Tap the fuck in, Aquarius. I love you. I do. I do love you, friend. I do. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get it together. Okay, so let's see. 26. Because I literally just got my energy back. I don't know what the fuck. It just came back to me. 26. You can't help it that you popping and they stopping. It says the chili pepper. Transform your life. Let's see what it says. It says, this unicorn appears as a fiery phoenix rising from the ashes. You may not realize the power you have over your own life. Transform appears when you are ready to experiment with energy, Aquarius. Each negative situation you encounter is either an invitation to wallow resentfully or a chance to heal. You choose. Just as the chili pepper transforms the dank and sluggish to the active and alive, some of you guys do spell work, get the chili peppers going, friend. Or a red candle, get it going, friend. Okay. I'm sorry. Just as the chili pepper transforms the dank and sluggish to the active and alive, so too can your energy transform a room or a group of people. Switch the script. You influence the energy in a place, Aquarius. You are not influenced by it. You have the power to change, improve, and shift the unseen energy of a space with your thoughts. This unicorn encourages you to become a healing influence. Part of the solution to a happier and healthier human race is obtained by focusing on the good, the positive, and the joyful. Just by this focus, you can raise the energy in a room to one of love, peacefulness, and joy. The unicorn magic message is, it says, the unicorn brings you this special little spell to help bring you a new lease on life and aid you to transmute energies from negative to positive. Girl, you just scared me, Bliskins. Hi, boo-boo. You scared me. You scared me. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. It says, take 3 red chili peppers and tie them together with a red ribbon. Place this little charm under your bed to ignite transformation and invite new beginnings. I think I'm about to do that. Let me read that again. It says, take 3 red chili peppers and tie them together with a red ribbon. Place this little charm under your bed to ignite transformation and invite new beginnings. Right, boo-boo? Yeah. Right, boo-boo. My boo-boo's in Aquarius, too. We're all in Aquarius. Bay's in Aquarius. Bliskins is in Aquarius. Say Aquarius. 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 Okay. I think I'm gonna pull one more. Right, Bliskins? Yeah. Okay. So this will be the seed and the sickle. So really focus your energy. Say, what do I need to hear right now? One card. Please just give me one card, or I can't get 2. Okay. What do I need to hear right now? Please. Please. What does my Aquarius need to hear right now? Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars. One card, please. Woo, thank you. Just one. What'd that say? Henbane. Henbane, number 51. Bliskins, please. Thank you. So Henbane, number 51. It says, where's my book? Okay. take that. 51. Book. Yeah, a book. Book, 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 book. A book. Okay, so it says, in ancient Greece, the dead were crowned with chaplets of henbane, helping them forget their previous... Boo-boo, this is hitting. You gotta give me a second. It says, helping them forget their previous lives so that they might move forward to the underworld without regrets. The underworld may not be your destination, but something is still holding you back right now. Find it, forgive it, and move forward with freedom. That is the energy. No, ma'am. What are we doing? Absolutely not. I'm going to put this right here just in case when I read that, you know, Bliskin's interrupted, but this will give you some time to read it yourself as well. Because that is hitting, Fred. Look at that damn gnat. Just stupid. Can't stand gnats. Right, Bliskins? We don't like the gnats. Put my lavender up. Okay, 51. So the other excerpt is... In ancient Greece, the bodies of the dead would be crowned with chaplets of henbane flowers to wear on their journey down the river Styx, a final link between their past lives and the new one awaiting them. Wow. Whatever your destination, you're on the final stretch. Your goal is so close that you know the way with your eyes closed. Wear your crown, move forwards. The river will take you there. I'm trying not to go there, but I'm not gonna lie, Aquarius, it might be time to cut some people out, just saying. But yes, Aquarius, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.